Today, after 9.5 years, the Stranger Things has ended. I want you to remember 2016 when the first season just came out. I don't know, maybe it's just very individual, but for me it was a pretty, carefree year, as was 2017 actually when the second season came out, and I started watching this series in 2017 when I was 10 years old. And the world in 2017 was really different. Over these long years, the world has actually gone crazy. I mean, the whole planet was closed due to a pandemic. Society everywhere was divided into some groups, closed in on themselves with no desire to go beyond their bubbles. We have to choose sides. Actually, a terrible world. And I guess this series is an entire era, and it's very, very painful to let it go. Even more painful than the Big Bang Theory, which existed for 12 years, not only 10, but 12 years. It's much longer, but Stranger Things is much deeper. I already said that it's funny to me when they have a dialogue on such a meta level about literally saving a world, and it always looks cool. I mean, when there is this meta level, when characters not just actually saving the world and just doing that, but they are discussing that, it's quite nice. Just a light bulb blinking, but it still makes you uncomfortable. It's still creepy, but there's nothing supernatural. Series itself, and it works on both on these levels, like the music inside of this performance. So wow. No, I'm sorry, but did you really think that he could be killed with an ordinary knife inside his own mind? At this moment I was really just stunned, because I mean, I thought Elle was killed, that she's dead, and then I simply didn't understand how she actually survived. Like, the bullets got into her, didn't they? Here the writers really did time it beautifully so that three storylines intersected. However, unfortunately, it didn't help much. Cully was killed anyway. Henry remembered how it all began. He began to give out just the facts. I mean, humanity is really spoiled and all that. But let's leave the misanthropy. Henry is on the same line as Anakin, who's Darth Vader, and Tom Riddle, who's Voldemort. Very similar stories, aren't they? Not because they all are evil, but because we see a long way how an ordinary person becomes some evil person. Then they win, their children vomit black smoke, but for some reason there is still half an episode left. I thought these 50 minutes would go to therapy with everyone involved in this long story, but they immediately met with the damned military, who, instead of protecting their citizens, commit more violence against them, and Elle died. But we all know what she would have wanted from us. And actually, I think it's pretty much about the series itself. And I think that we, I mean, as the characters inside of the story will miss Al, we in real life, in reality, will miss Stranger Things as a series, and everything in this last 50 or so minutes of the last episode are about this, not only about L inside of the plot, but also about us and our relationship with Stranger Things as a series. And Dustin turned up the heat at the graduation. It was really cool. Then we got a little nostalgic, made a Montauk reference literally in Jim's words. And just like all 4 seasons she was in, nothing changes. I will miss this series. Really, thanks to everyone who worked on this series. I love you all. I I will have to start rewatching the whole series from the first episode of the first season in a week probably or something. But still, this is the end. I'll miss it. Definitely. All of us.